It is time, right about that time, for the Stars to roll on out. Stuart Scott here, laying it down for you. If you're talking scoring, there's nobody in the league who does it better than T-Mac. Tracy McGrady has been the scoring champion the last 2 seasons, and it's because he's easily the most explosive player in the game. This is one young man who can break some records before he's done. Pistons, Rockets. Here we go.
Welcome, basketball fans. We're here at the Toyota Center in Houston. The visiting Detroit Pistons will face off against the Rockets here on the NBA on ESPN. Hello there, along with Bill Walton, Bob Fitzgerald on hand. Michelle Tafoya will join us in a bit. Bill, as we take a look at both teams, what do you think will be the keys to victory?
Fitz, I was fortunate to play with some fantastic players in my day, so I know greatness when I see it. Yao Ming is a supremely talented player. This guy is just a giant, making even some other NBA centers look small. He puts his length to great use, contesting shots and dominating the paint. On the other side is another impact player. Richard Hamilton is a supremely talented player, possessing tremendous mid-range shooting ability. His satin jumper helps him rack up the buckets over the course of a long game.
Thank you, Bill. We're just about ready for the tip to get this one started. The Pistons control the tip-off, and we'll get this one started. Let's send it down to our sideline reporter, Michelle Tafoya. Michelle, what do you got?
Thanks, Bob. I spoke with the Rockets head coach before the teams came out, and he told me that they're planning to really get after it defensively. They could do it, too, creating turnovers, shutting down shooters, and basically wreaking havoc out there. It's going to be a hard-fought game. Back to you, fellas.
Thanks, Michelle. And it's off. Good on number 2. Skips it to McGrady. Pump fakes. Jackson. Wallace corrals the miss.
Well, he missed, and it should come as no surprise to any of us. That was an extremely difficult shot, and honestly, they could have gotten a lot better look than that.
Prince, he's called for charging, and that's his first foul. Stolen by Prince. They bring it up court. 1:16 left in the first quarter. To Jackson. To the rack. Drops in the pretty lane.
When you get in close like that, you have to be able to seal the deal no matter how much traffic you're in, Fitz. That was a nice play.
The Pistons advance it, and they're ahead 3-2. Shoots. Gets the lane.
That's good team basketball right there, Fitz.
Wallace swipes it away. It's 2-on-1. The finisher tickles the twine. Inbound pass to Sura. Stolen by Billups. The fast break. Lobs it to Hamilton. Elevates for the alley-oop. Cans the shot. Pass to McGrady. Was out of bounds there, and it'll cost him possession.
Look down. Know where you are. A sense of where you are and who you are. Be a ball player.
The Pistons work it up court, and they're looking to extend their run. The pass to Wallace. From 18 feet away, Wallace rises up and secures the ball way above the rim. Dunks it home.
Some guys can dunk, and then some guys just throw in a little something extra on it. Nice jam.
The Rockets bring it up court, and they'll run some clock so they get the last shot here. Feeds it to Yao. Yao. Money. Shoots the three. Automatic. Heaves this one from half court. There's the horn, and we've got a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. At the end of one, 14-4. Jackson throws it in to start the second.
Once he got inside that time, there was no doubt about it. He was going to throw it down.
Excellent move by the 10-year vet out of North Carolina.
The Pistons are sending a message on that one. They can take it strong and finish too.
Hamilton with a steal. It's 2-on-1.
That's how you rise up and throw it down. You can't get more high percentage than that.
The Rockets work it up court, and they trail 18-6. Here's the break. It's out by Chris. They bring it up court. 1.5 minutes left in the half. Loose ball. It's 2-on-1. Jams it in. Prince nabs the ball, and he records his 4th takeaway.
That's how you rise up and throw it down. You can't get more high percentage than that.
The inbound to Sura. The Rockets work it up court, and they'll try to stop the run. It's stolen by Wallace. They're running. Crosses it over. Drives to the hole. Finishes with a soft touch.
We can't let that one go by without taking another look. When the opportunity presents itself, you have to take advantage.
The Rockets work it up court, and they trail by 20. Phillips with a steal.
Looks like somebody had their head in the clouds that time, but they really came back to earth very quickly after that steal.
Slams it through. They bring it up court. 44 seconds left in the half. Stolen by Wallace. Takes it up. It falls.
It's always a good thing to see players making plays. He saw the opening, and he took it in to score the basket.
Phillips takes it away. They've got numbers. 6-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Puts the hammer down. Pass to Jackson. Dishes to Yao. Tosses it up. Flips it in for 2.
They're trying to wear them down with the full-court man-to-man defense.
Puts it up on the run, but it won't fall by Wallace. Hit back iron and bounced in. Willed in by Wallace. Cannons it the entire length of the court. Can't connect. And that concludes the first half. The score, 34-8. With the action on hold for a bit, let's take a look at the ESPN game track with Bill Walton and see what's cooking. What does the big redhead have in store? Bill, it's all yours.
Rasheed Wallace has been a big contributor offensively. He's also made his mark on the defensive end with a number of steals. When his players are busting their tails at both ends of the floor, it really makes sense. Yao Ming has been doing his best to carry his squad, but they're still facing a huge deficit in the score. They'll need a lot of hard work and more than a bit of luck to have a chance in this game.
for the update, Bill. Let's get set to begin the third quarter. Jackson throws it in to start the third. Michelle Tafoya has some extra info for us. Michelle?
Thanks, Bob. Well, during the half, I spoke with the head coach of the Pistons. He said that although they hold the lead, he thinks that they can do better. They've been pushing the break at every opportunity, and that's given them a lot of easy buckets. He told them to, quote, stay in attack mode and continue to run it here in the second half. Back to you, Fitz.
Thank you, Michelle. He gets the first of two. Gets them both.
That was a real power dunk all the way, Fitz. He really bears down when he gets near that hoop and throws it down with authority.
Wallace picks his pocket, and he records his fourth takeaway. The handoff to Billups. Swings it to Wallace. Lets it go from the wing. Great defensive rebound by Yao.
The defense knew not to leave him open from mid-range, and they did a very good job of pressuring that shot.
Dishes it down low. It's knocked away. Stolen by Yao. Howard. That's only the second rebound by Yao. Gets the layup.
The name of the game is finishing off the play, Fitz. That wasn't an easy layup by any stretch of the imagination, and he had to earn what he got that time. Nice job of going to the rack and laying it in there.
The Pistons work it up court, and they're ahead by 24. Looks to break his man down. From deep. Nice three-pointer by the 8-year vet out of Colorado. They bring it up court. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Wallace with the takeaway. The fast break. The lob to Hamilton. Takes off for the alley-oop. It's good.
They caught the defense napping here with the alley-oop. That's as easy as it gets.
Passes to Jackson. The dish to Yao. Slides in on the mark. The break is on. In the paint, gets the lay-in.
He drove that one right into the teeth of the defense, Fitz. I don't care how that one looked. That was not an easy layup.
The Rockets bring it up court, and things are not looking good for them at the moment. Stolen by Billups. The fast break. 9-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's in.
That's called working for the highlight reel. And here comes his reward, Fitz.
They bring it up court. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Feeds it inside. Takes the turnaround, Jay. Wallace grabs the rebound, but that's only his second so far.
They'll probably hold for the last shot.
The pass to Wallace. Pass to Prince. From 17 feet out. Rebounded inside by Yao. To McGrady. Shoots. Misses the buzzer beater. We're at the end of 3, and we've got a blowout in the making. The score, 45-14. McDyess throws it in to start the fourth quarter. One-on-one. Runner in the lane. Coleman cleans the glass inside. Tries to drop it in, but it won't go.
The defense did a tremendous job there of hounding the shot, and he just couldn't take advantage despite getting right to the rim.
Gets the bucket.
Watching this one again, I'm even more impressed, Fitz. You have to capitalize on every scoring opportunity, just like he does here.
The whole clock.
With the crossover. It's knocked away. Sura steals it.
Once he got inside that time, there was no doubt about it. He was going to throw it down.
They bring it up court. 1:29 left in the game. Isolates. Hits to the rim. Bricks off right iron. No good. Tries to back down. Passes to Yao. Yao. Nice dish by Sura. The Pistons bring it up court, and they're up big. With the crossover. Shoots from the post. Good, and they are way out in front. The Rockets call time, and they've got one left. Wallace comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. The quick shot. Yao snags it. Lays it right in.
When you're getting close like that, you have to be able to seal the deal no matter how much traffic you're in, Fitz. That was a nice play.
The break is on. Crosses it over. The steal by Sura. Fires it way up court. Goes up. Hunter grabs the rock off the defensive glass. From the right block, hammered, and he'll go to the line. He gets it to fall. He gets them both. The Rockets work it up court. They're shooting 55% from the floor. Passes to the baseline. The pass picked off by DC. Here's the break. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Connects. Jackson inbounds to Sura. The Rockets work it up court, and they're behind 51-22. Pass far side. Shoots from the corner. Nice rebound by the 10-year vet out of North Carolina.
Made a very solid play. Hung tough right with him there and impeded his mid-range shot.
Lays it up. Nails it. Finals rating. There's the final buzzer, and that's the end of the game. The Pistons blow out the Rockets 51-24. A pretty convincing victory, to say the least, Bill.
You can say that again, Fitz. The Pistons did a good job of protecting the ball on offense and pressuring the ball on the defensive end. Their avoidance of turnovers was probably the factor that tipped things in their favor.
Well, thanks. We also don't want to forget our player of the game. Wallace had a great game. He finishes with 14 points, 4 steals, and he's our ESPN player of the game. Well, that'll do it. For Bill Walton, Michelle Tafoya, and the rest of our ESPN crew, Bob Fitzgerald saying so long, and we'll see you next time.